This is from Jake Trotter, who covers the Browns for ESPN.com. Browns training camp preview, and there's 4 things in this that we'll go through. Biggest question, will Deshaun Watson return to the passing leader form? Most impactful offseason addition? He goes with defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz. Question that he asks, can special teams finally be special again? It's one of the reasons that they went out and got Bubba Ventrone. The special teams definitely need to be upgraded. And then he says, training camp is a success if the Browns begin the season ready to play. And again, I think that is spot on. And to be quite frank, the Browns the last couple of years haven't begun the season ready to play, and they better this year the way the season starts. We've talked the Deshaun Watson thing to death. I agree with Jim Schwartz. That defense needs a change. It needs a personality infusion, and they're going to get it with Jim Schwartz.
Oh, there's no question about it. And look, saying that you brought in Jim Schwartz is one thing, certainly, but then you go out and all the talent that was brought in there to hopefully assist in the way this defense, which was most people thought was going to be a top 10 defense last year, and obviously fell miserably low of that mark. But now you have the talent there, and that is obviously crucial here. And Jim Schwartz is a guy who knows what he does and does it well, and he has the proof through 3 stops in the NFL to prove that he knows exactly what he is doing. Players buy in quickly when a coach has a track record like that. It's not very hard to motivate anybody. It's not very hard to coach them up. It's not very hard to say, here's the system. People aren't going to question the system because the system works, and it has worked. Various stops, whether it was Tennessee, whether it was Detroit, whether it was Buffalo, whether it was Philadelphia. Also doesn't hurt that, the Browns don't have a lot of people who walk around that building who possess a Super Bowl ring in somehow, some way. So the fact that and it's proven method and it does work, the players are excited. You see it, you hear it. They are extremely excited to play for this man. And I think they're more excited for the fact that he has a lot of faith in what these individuals can do. And he's not going to try and bog them down with scheme. He's going to, just try to let these guys go out there and play to the best of their abilities. He knows he's 3 deep at cornerback. He knows he's minimum 3 to 4 deep at edge rusher. He's got players that, should succeed within what he likes to do with his defense. It's just a question of, and as you close that out, it's just a question of how quickly they're ready to go, because it's not like last year where you went Carolina and the Jets out of the box. I mean, it's a very, very rough road these first 5 to 6 games they'll be facing the Cleveland Browns. And
I think that puts added importance on getting them ready during training. This training camp it's the most important of Kevin Stefanski's coaching career.
It also doesn't hurt that they have an extra week. It also doesn't hurt that they have an extra preseason game above everybody else. All of it fell in line for a pretty good opportunity here for this team. The question that, of course, then comes is, how much can you actually play these guys in the summer? Because that's something that everybody's always, a little bit nervous about. The last thing you want to do is have any players suffer an injury in preseason. But I think there's going to be a time where these players are going to have to get some reps. I mean, just so that they can take, obviously, the verbiage, the film work, and put it into actual physical play on the field. But I'm excited for the defense. Obviously, all the talk here will be about Deshaun and what's going to go on with the offense, and can he return to the player he, everyone thinks he still can be. But you're definitely turning your head, and there's a major talking point, and you could talk about this defense a ton here with all the personnel that was brought in, and of course bringing in a brand new boss here and one of the best to do it over the last almost 2 decades now in the NFL.